What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm going to be doing an update on SOFI stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then we'll continue with the fundamental news that drives not only the SOFI ticker, but also the entire market as well. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. And before we get into all of that, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with Moomoo valued up to $7,000, please check out that link in the description below. All you have to do is sign up for an account and deposit as little as $1. This is guaranteed free money. Full details you can see on the screen right now. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here, somewhere at this point, and I've told you that from the investor standpoint, these prices that are below $8 price point are quite good from the fundamental standpoint. And if you want to enter your long-term position with this asset, if you want to invest in SOFI, definitely you have to first of all do your own due diligence and then accumulate your position on every daily red candle. Because we had consistently lower highs and lower lows even from the beginning of April. And this means this trend might continue. And it happened. And I also told you that you shouldn't enter your swing trade position with this asset because we don't have enough confirmation of trend reversal. I've told you right here that we might have some kind of bounce, but in my opinion, we cannot have the significant bounce yet. And that's why we have to be very cautious. So, and what was the reason of this sell-off? Definitely right here, as you can see, we have a red market, and market is deeply in red, I have to say. S&P 500 lost about 2.77%, Dow Jones lost about 2.82%, Nasdaq lost about 2.55%, and Russell 2000 lost also 2.55%. So if you will take a look on S&P 500 heat map, as you can see, we are in red, completely in red. And let me show you that according to this article, Dow Jones plunges more than 900 points, and it is its worst day since 2020. Definitely, it is not the best news for market. So, what was the reason of this massive sell-off? Definitely, it is the upcoming Federal Reserve's meeting. And let me show you this article. It was published on April 21st, and it's titled, "Powell says timing inflation absolutely essential and a 50 basis point hike possible for May." And let me quote you key points. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell on Thursday said the central bank is committed to rising rates expeditiously to bring down inflation. That could mean an interest rate hike of 50 basis points in May as prices rise at their fastest pace in more than 40 years. It's absolutely essential to restore price stability, he added. And let me quote you this. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell affirmed the central bank's determination to bring down inflation and said Thursday that aggressive rate hikes are possible as soon as next month. It is appropriate, in my view, to be moving a little more quickly to rise interest rates, Powell said while part of an International Monetary Fund panel moderated by CNBC's Sarah Eisen. I also think there is something to be said in front-end loading any accommodation one thinks is appropriate. I would say 50 basis points will be on the table for the May meeting. And I have to say that it is not the only news related to Federal Reserve, because previously, let me show you right here, St. Louis Federal President James Bullard suggested earlier this week to increase interest rates by 75 basis points. But right here, as you can see, Cleveland Fed President Loretta Mester said she's in favor of rising interest rates by 50 basis points, perhaps multiple times, but wouldn't favor going higher than that. Mester called the Fed's pivot from the historically high levels of accommodation during the pandemic era the great recalibration of monetary policy. And definitely, for now, we don't know what will be the interest rates on May 4th. And definitely because of this uncertainty, markets reacted with a huge sell-off. And that's why the SOFI's sell-off doesn't relate to the company itself. It is related to the entire markets. And I have to say that the upcoming week might also be very significant in terms of volatility. Because let me show you this. On upcoming week, we will see several huge companies that will publish their earnings report, and some of them And we have several companies from FANG, and these companies are really huge. It is Microsoft on Tuesday and Alphabet. On Wednesday we will have Meta and Ford, and on Thursday we will have Apple and Amazon. And depending on the earnings report of these companies, definitely we might see huge volatility on upcoming week. And let me remind you that the Federal Reserve meeting will take place on May 3rd and 4th, and we will see some results on interest rate hikes only in 10 days. So, and let me show you some news directly related to SOFI. On their official website, they posted this news on April 18th. While inflation rises, SOFI helps members put more cash back in their pockets with 3% credit card cashback. And let me quote you this in details. SOFI, the digital personal finance company, today announced SOFI checking and savings members with direct deposit can start earning 3% cashback on all eligible credit card purchases for a full year when they apply for and get approved for the SOFI credit card. This is the latest in a series of enhancements SOFI has launched for checking and savings direct deposit members in recent weeks to make sure the rising rate environment enriches its members, which includes offering an industry-leading 1.25% API, 40 times the national average, no account fees or minimum balance requirements, as well as no fee cryptocurrency purchases. Definitely, in my opinion, SOFI has the best products on the market, and that is why it might be the leader, at least in a neo-banking system. So, and let me show you the short interest of SOFI. Right here we can see that the short interest percent of float is 17.96%, and on my previous video it was slightly above 18% mark. And the off-exchange short volume ratio is 53.75%. And this number is quite high. I have to say that even this number is quite high. But let me show you right here. They have 900,000 shares available for shorting. And the short borrow fee rate is very low at 1.88. This means you cannot rely on a short squeeze of SOFI because of these two numbers. And that is why, in my opinion, we have to take a closer look and be extremely cautious with the price action. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, from the technical standpoint, we don't have much changes, because from the beginning of April we don't have major pivot points, and that is why I cannot rely on any price action right here, because of lack of information. And what should you do if you want to enter the position? We have two possibilities. First of all, if you want to invest in this asset, these prices at $6.38 is very attractive from the fundamental standpoint, because this company has a very good fundamentals, and it is growing and growing and growing. And that is why if you just buy these shares and forget, this price is very attractive. But if you want to swing trade this asset, just be cautious, and we don't have any signs of trend reversal yet. We have to have higher highs and higher lows, and we have to exceed some previous swing highs even on a lower time frames. And when we will exceed this previous swing high, major swing high that was at the end of March 2022, definitely it might be the major sign that the bottom is already in. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap.